If you really think about it, it's like one big pyramid scheme. The rich are at the top, the poor at the bottom. And because of the poor at the bottom, the rich stay rich and the rich stay rich. But they stay rich on the backs of us. The only people benefiting is at the top. The wealth never trickles down. So, I'm not going to get too deep into that. So, let's get into it. Republicans are not Christian. They campaign on hatred, division, and exclusion. They pander to the rich while oppressing the poor. They have very little diversity in their party, and they have very little tolerance for anyone different than them. They don't care about the rights of minorities or the LGBTQ community. They don't care about the needs of the poor or the middle class. They cater to the elite and privileged. They heavily tax the poor while allowing the wealthy to live tax-free. None of this is true Christianity. None of this are the marks of a true Christian. Jesus did not teach hate or exclusion. Jesus did not teach oppressing the poor. Jesus did not teach judging others who are different than we are. Jesus did not teach partiality or racism. I'm not quite sure how the GOP became the party of God, but it is very clear that nothing they do or stand for can be deemed as godly. A large group of white people who campaign to white people to earn the votes of white people is not a Christian party. True Christianity is diversity, love, and acceptance. These are three things the Republican Party are not known for. They don't like diversity, they don't campaign on love, they don't accept racial minorities, foreigners, or the LGBTQ community. I'm going to break down a few scriptures about hate, partiality, and judging others. Then I'm going to discuss how they all relate to this message. Let's start with hate. 1 John chapter 4 verse 20 reads, "If anyone says, 'I love God,' and hates his brother, he is a liar. For he who does not love his brother whom he has seen cannot love God whom he has not seen." This scripture speaks to the way Republicans tend to proclaim to be so God-fearing, but hates blacks, hates foreigners, hates minorities, and hates the LGBTQ community. They hate the poor. They aren't particularly fond of women. It is a boys' club that consists of rich white men who are involved in politics to serve the interests of rich white men. But to hide their bigotry, they dress up as Christian men who put God first and live by Christian values. True Christian values are love, forgiveness, charity, and selfless service. There is absolutely nothing selfless about those who identify as Republican. They are a self-serving party who campaign on hatred and division.